So him and FIVIO talking, FIVIO like, man, my beef, not y'all beef. I be talking about the Brooklyn GD, if it's my beef. Ruga like, that ain't right though. You shouldn't be talking about no G's. Cause this is a real rad organization. FIVIO like, that's why I stopped that, it ain't no bad blood here. Man, you should do a song and bring it together. Ruga like, ain't no problem, just working.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, today, I want to get into this video, man. First and foremost, shout out to Truth Teller TV for this video. Dope channel overall, and it seemed like he revamped his channel into doing interviews with actual artists. All right, so shout out to him for the content. Shout out to Lil Chris for sharing this video and the information in the video. And I feel like Ruga, he's so laid back, man, that if Lil Chris didn't even tell us this, we'd never even know about this situation between Ruga and FIVIO. Mind you, Ruga could sit there and stunt and call out FIVIO. He wasn't on that type of GDK time that he was on in the video with King Von. Y'all know the video where he had GDK on his back. You see what I'm saying? I guess it wasn't there when he bumped into Ruga at the Kanye listening party. You see what I'm saying? So he could have did all that, but instead we haven't heard nothing about the situation, man. And that's just the type of person Ruga is. You see what I'm saying? So we gonna get into this video and the details. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion how I feel about it and this whole GD and BD thing between Chicago and New York. And I want to know how you guys feel about this as well, man. As y'all may know, it's always been like a weird line between Chicago GDs and BDs and New York BDs and GDs. So it should be interesting, man. Let's get into it. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And I swear, it's lit here. So join one of the latest gangs on YouTube so you can stay updated with some of the realest content. But let's get straight into it. All right. Now, first and foremost, when it comes to Chicago GDs and BDs, they don't really respect the out-of-town GDs and BDs, particularly New York. All right? It's almost like how Cali Bloods and Cali Crips don't really respect New York Blood and Crip sets neither, because they feel if you wasn't really sanctioned in Cali, where it originated, then you fake. And, to some extent, that's understood. Now, when it comes to the whole GD and BD movement, it's no different, and they have a point as well. And the reason I say that is because I feel like this. How a Chicago BD and GD can hold another BD or GD accountable in New York for something that happened in Chicago and vice versa. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's two different bones to be picking with each other. So how does that work? First and foremost, the demographics of Chicago and New York is way, way different. And people from New York can't even imagine what it's like really banging GD and BD in Chicago. So when you have guys from different cities and states clicking up with each other just because they're in the same gang, to me, it's kind of weird, but I don't know how all that gang stuff works, so don't take it from me. Now, when it comes to FIVIO Foreign, we all know he reps Black Disciples, aka BD, and he clicked up with other Chicago BDs when he decided to go to O Block and team up with King Von to do a song called I Am What I Am. Now, to me, however it goes, that song is actually fire. I mean, I give it to them, they both did their thing on it. However, we all know King Von is one of the biggest ops to the GDs as far as Chicago goes. And by doing a song with King Von, FIVIO pretty much let it be known which side he was rocking with. Not to mention the infamous line where he said, "It's GDK on my back." Alright, now of course, the GDs didn't take that kindly, and now he pretty much unconsciously inherited all the beef that the Chicago BDs have going on as well. And a lot of people don't understand that. Once you stand in that line of fire, you team up with somebody, you may not even be on it like that, but in that gang culture, that's how it is. If you stand with the op, you guilty by association. You see what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes, man, whether you know it or not. And the part that I don't get with this whole situation is Like I said, when you inherit beef with people that is from a whole nother city and state or whatever the case may be, you now put yourself in position to be beefing with people that you don't even know. You see what I'm saying? You are now beefing with people that you don't even know that you have beef with. How does that work? You could be somewhere out in public thinking everything is sweet, but the whole time you hanging around someone who wants your head because of one song that you did with someone dissing the ops that you don't even you can't even recognize. You all the way in Chicago, you don't know who is who. So why do that? Alright, now as we all know, as of recently, they don't let the GDs in the door. Alright. And at first, everybody laughed. Everybody laughed when Ruga made that song, boy. He said the GDs is in the door. Everybody laughed. He had the ops talking about the GDs ain't nowhere. They ain't on nothing. Right? Until he went from reposting it on his Instagram story to performing it at a Kanye West listening party in the stadium in Chicago on Soldiers Field. Alright, now when it was announced that Ruga would be on Kanye's latest album, Donda, people really started taking it serious and realized that it's no longer a game. It's no longer just a song on Instagram. That rumor of the GDs being blackballed has been broken. So now, with Ruga getting a foot in the door at this Donda event, he runs into none other than FIVIO Foreign. Now keep in mind, this is the same BD who was screaming he has GDK on his back. Right? Now, Lil Chris describes that FIVIO Foreign wasn't hostile at all. In fact, when he noticed who was who, which was, referring to Lil Chris, he walked off after realizing who he was, and a mutual friend brought Ruga to meet FIVIO after he walked off, and they had a conversation. Now, during that conversation, FIVIO made it clear that, quote, "Your beef ain't my beef. I was talking about the Brooklyn GDs." And Ruga made it clear that, quote, "That's not right. You shouldn't be talking about no GDs." End quote. And guess what? He's right. You see what I'm saying? That's where they got this gang stuff mixed up. You can't talk about, I'm not talking about these GDs. I'm talking about this G. Nah, it don't go like that. It does not go like that. Your gang tie is not supposed to take a break because you're in a different city or state. It's supposed to be worldwide. You're supposed to ride for whatever you're riding for 24/7. And this is why I say a lot of this gang culture these days is just a trend, and a lot of these young dudes coming up got it mixed up. Guys don't really be on time like they say they are, but will portray an image in their music videos, just misleading the youth into doing things that themselves wouldn't even do. And we all know that that's actually not FIVIO's first time getting checked neither. If you know, you know. Alright, but here's the difference in people, right? Ruga have never said one word about the occurrence at all. If he was chasing clout or wanted to do so, he could have blew it up the moment it happened, via Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the case may be. Especially being that you did a song with one of his biggest ops. But still, he didn't blow it up, no post or nothing about it. And you gotta respect that, man. My advice to anybody, if that gang life ain't you, it ain't you. Don't force nothing. Be yourself. Get money. Take care of your family. That's gangster. Staying alive to be there for your child. That's gangster. Being true to yourself and knowing that you can look yourself in the mirror and say that you remain true to yourself. That's gangster. Alright, so let's keep that in mind, man. That's just a little story I wanted to get out there. Shout out to Ruga. Know what I mean? Much more success to him and his song and just everything in his future. Shout out to everybody, man. Like I said, stay yourself, stay humble, stay out the way, man. If that street life ain't you, it just ain't you. Now don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as y'all keep on watching, I'm gonna keep on dropping. And I'm out.